What's up, YouTube? This is Delion Francis 60 and you're watching the Gamer Review 101. And I like to show my new video for the Gamer Review, and it's my terrain. I finally finished it. It's been like, you remember this like a month ago or something, like the beginning of the summer, April, I start making a terrain for Dust Warfare. And I finally finished it a couple days ago. I'm actually going to be releasing two videos sometime this week. This is my first one, so I'll have a second one. I'll do a Flames of War. It finally arrived. My infantry supports. But back to this. I finally finished this, and here's the video. As you can see, it took me quite a while just to assemble this terrain, this building. Usually I wanted to start only a half portion of this first part in here to be a bombed out building, but I added another one to make it look like a whole one. Here, let's go round this thing around. I know someone had requests. I mean, someone had requested that I need to make a tutorial video how to make a terrain, but I'll try if I can do that. This actually took a lot of time when I made it. It was so long, and it took a lot of. It also cost some money when I did it, and I'm glad that I finished it days ago. So first, what I did was when I bought the materials, I used regular foam board. You can just buy this like in you know, some like a Rite Aid or like a regular school supply, and use those. And I use for the wood like this window, this shattered windows. I wanted to simulate it. I use basically just regular. I got it from the hobby store. They sell some sort of woods, like for probably wooden airplanes. Like if you get damaged, like remote control, you can actually replacement parts for like boats or something. And I used that one, and I used regular styrofoam. I wanted to use some styrene, but I could not find one. There was so, I don't know, I cannot get my access to them, so just to press for time, I decided to get styrene. And over here, I had to simulate something got destroyed when this building was destroyed. I had to use the mixture of rocks and hard cement and sheet rocks that I found while I was working. I found areas like cinder blocks, rocks, sheet rocks, and just spray that thing with regular. I use some sort of watered down glues. It's called damn it, what the hell was that name? Let me think of it. What was that name for the glue? Yeah, it's kind of a glue substance that it's just basically watered down Elmer's glue. I just use that for sand effect. And here there's the sand. I just sprayed that, and I added some holes to it, like to represent like bullet holes. And when after I've somewhat completed the buildings, I added I painted it black first using Chaos Black paint. Just GW paint will do. Then I use Codex Gray for painting the walls. Then I added some little skull whites on the side to look like it's actual building. And I used this one over here. This is just basically popsicle sticks that I used, cut it and paint it. And over here, I had to work this one too for like the entrance of the main door. I used what remaining materials I found because I was running short of materials. Over here, this looks like a roof. This roof over here, it's basically sandpaper. I caught it. If you look closely, years ago when I was working in construction, I was roofing. Back then, when I was like around 18, it was basically kind of this. I wanted to simulate that kind of effect. It was usually brown, so I painted chaos black. Now it looks like a regular roofing, and I gave it some white color for the wood. And over here, this is just regular styrofoam. I glued that to get together. If you remember, I removed there was like some sort of similar product, the foam board. It was here, but I didn't like that, so I just removed it and put this instead. It's not the best one, but it would do. And for the putting the windows, making the windows, I tried using the Elmer's glue much as I can. Sometimes won't stick, but eventually it did, and it's hard and it's perfect. You can see that shattered window here, reflected here. And for the door, I don't know why I decided to paint it blue. I wanted to paint it light blue, but I was pressing for time. I might improve on that later. Yeah, and oh yeah, now I remember that glue that I used for the rocks. When I sprayed it with PVA glue. That's what I did. I like a bottle of PVA glue and just like spray the rocks. And this is not the original color of the rocks. I painted them the same color, like gave it a black, then gray, and put some white surfaces. Some areas I could not get through, but that's fine. And that one over there used to be white. Then I painted that with some sort of desert color, the staircase. I just made it a staircase, so it will. My goal here is not to make it look like highly detailed, but I want it for a gaming board. I will make a second video of this. I will post this in my old channel. It's just gonna be a still for terrain. It'll be like a video still. It will be from my old channel because I do models, and I want to show the people who are into models how I work in the models, how I made a terrain of my own. So it's pretty good. The only one thing I regret was this. I should have used a real hard wood for a base, because once I used too much paint and PVA glue, I think it kind of did that effect. So, but it's okay, it's fine. Lessons learned. Next time I'll do something different. Yeah, I will. It's a good terrain. It's good enough for me. I'll make another terrains. I'll do a video terrain. I'll just need to plan ahead when I do that, because it's kind of hard to I'll probably do a smaller one, not like this big. So this is just a gaming terrain for. It can be used for Warhammer 40k or any kind of terrain for this size, like 28 millimeters, for gaming or Dusk Warfare. So just please rate and comment and subscribe to the Gamer Review 101, and tell me what you think of this new video and terrain. So this is so stay tuned for the next video. Sometime this week I'll do a Flames of War. This is DeLeon Francis 60. You just watched the Gamer Review 101.